Hi, it's Gio for footballbook.ca. Welcome to week one of the 2000 NFL regular season. It's finally here. We've got 4 ATS picks for you and 4 over-under picks for you, and let's get to them right away. The first matchup is a division rival game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Now the Browns get 6.5 points. The line opened up at 3. I don't know why it's gone to 6.5. I know it's the Bengals, but these are the Browns. I think they got the line right the first time. Let's take the Bengals plus 6.5. The second game has the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to St. Louis to take on the Rams, who improved last year and won 7 games. But if you look at their record, the Rams beat a bunch of scrubs. Philadelphia might be overrated in the minds of many people who are calling them the dream team of the NFL, comparing them to the Miami Heat, who didn't quite win the championship last year in the NBA. However, they did win a lot of games. And I don't think you're going to get Philadelphia at this cheap of a price. They have Atlanta on the road next week, so that might be a bit of a problem. But I think they'll definitely cover this 5 points. Take the Eagles and give up the 5. The next matchup is another divisional game as Pittsburgh goes into Baltimore. As you know, the Steelers were last year's losers in the Super Bowl. And I'm a big believer in the Super Bowl hangover. When the Steelers won the Super Bowl twice in the last 5 years, the next year they didn't even make the playoffs. Now they're the Super Bowl losers. I don't think they'll make the playoffs again this year. I'm going to go out on the line and say that. Baltimore has got to get this monkey off their back, and I think they're going to do it. Pittsburgh's going to struggle this year, and the price is very low. You only have to give up 2 points. So let's take Baltimore Ravens -2. And our fourth matchup involves another divisional game as the Oakland Raiders travel to Denver to take on the Broncos, who are 3-point favorites. Last year, not only did the Raiders beat Denver, but they actually swept the series. And they beat Denver so badly. Let's take a look at what they did. Here's a clip. And it went on and on. In this game, there's 2 things that I see. Number 1, defensively, the Raiders have taken a big step back. They let cornerback Nnamdi Asomugha go. Meanwhile, the Broncos get back Elvis Dumervil, who missed all of last season after leading the NFL the year before in sacks. Plus, they add stud linebacker Von Miller. So I think defensively, one team has gone forward and while the other one has gone back. And plus, this is a big revenge game for Denver after what Oakland did to them last year. Take the Broncos and give up the 3 points. In the first of our over-under games, we're going to look at Detroit at Tampa Bay. The number is 41 in that game. Detroit had 5 unders last year, just 5, and 4 of them were in their division. They had one push, which ironically enough came against Tampa Bay, but in that game, Matthew Stafford wasn't there, and he's back this year, and I expect a lot of numbers. Let's take the over 41. Our second game features Carolina at Arizona, 2 teams that also played last year. The number's 37 in this game. Last year there was only 1 touchdown in the entire game that they played, a defensive touchdown, and the team even missed the extra point attempt. That's how inept these 2 guys are. If this game doesn't get canceled due to lack of interest and is played, after all, let's take the under 37. Our third game is an interconference game involving the Minnesota Vikings traveling to San Diego. The number here is 41.5. Those 2 teams might get that each by themselves, probably just on special teams. That number seems a little bit low. Let's take over 41.5 in that game. And for our fourth game, we'll go back to Denver, where the Raiders and Broncos number is 40. Like I said, I think Denver wants a little bit of payback for what happened to them last year. Let's take over 40. Those are my best picks for week 1 of the NFL season. I'll have more picks at the end of this video. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please visit my website, www.footballbook.ca. Finally, I'd like to give a big shout out to my #1 fan out there, Junkyard Dog, and his posse at the Minnesota Vikings Nation Forum. Hey, you guys are great, and the feeling's mutual. Okay, thanks for watching. Let's take the man's money.